G'day and welcome back to another lesson, but this time it's a little bit different. I'm going to break down Don't Let Me Down by the Chainsmokers, but the Illenium remix. So there's heaps of electronic drum sounds in there, there's a bunch of samples and all the rest of it. I'm going to show you what I've broken down and what I can play with my four limbs. Hopefully you get something useful out of it, and hopefully you can jam along too, because it's great fun playing along with this song. Anyway, let's hop on the kit and I'll break it down. Alright, so a couple of things come to mind when I'm trying to play acoustic drums along to electronic music. The first one is the sounds, because in electronic music, the sound of the drums is actually really important, and it's often what makes or breaks a track. Like that killer bass drum sound is what is just going to get everyone on the dance floor doing their thing. So on acoustic drums, as much as possible, we can change the tuning, or we can just affect our drums differently by either layering things, holding things, muting things, hitting in different places, just to try and emulate those electronic sounds as closely as possible. The other thing is that there's probably no right or wrong way to play this, because it was probably programmed in a computer, and a computer can play as many things as it wants, all at once. We only have four limbs, so we kind of have to do our best to work out, I guess, the main bits of what's going on in the song, and then work from there and try and build as many of those parts up as possible, but might have to leave a few things out as well. So I've definitely done my best, and you can take what I'm going to show you, and then you can make it even better if you want, or strip it back and do it even less. I don't really mind. So anyway, first up, it's really straightforward. We've just got like a snare drum kind of sound, but it's kind of really woody and has quite a reverb, kind of like a big tail on it. So it's got a bit of a knock. But anyway, first up, that just goes like this. Alright, then we add a few kick drums, and it's still not too tricky, but I can kind of hear a hi-hat in there, and I just want to add it in there just to kind of change the sound of the snare drum as well. So that will go like this. Then the drums drop out for a little bit, and when they come back in, we've got that great march pattern, which is kind of like the chorus, and we're building all the way up to the drop. Okay, now this march pattern was really hard because there's so much stuff going on. I've grabbed the snare drum bit that sticks out the most to me, and I play that on the snare drum, and then all the toms and that sort of stuff that's going on underneath, I've kind of grabbed bits of that and put it on the kick drum. Okay, so it's totally up to you how much of it you grab and how much of it you want to play, but this definitely sounds good along to the song, so check it out. Halfway through that, you can definitely hear hand claps come in, and so we're running out of limbs, but I figure if you pop your hi-hat playing the eighth notes, that kind of just brings in a bit of that sound that is similar to the hand clap. So you could try that if you want, and it'll sound like this. Alright, if you've made it up to here, thank goodness, because it gets nice and easy from here. So we've made it to the drop, and the drop is just kick drum and snare drum, and the rhythm just goes like this. Halfway through, there's a tiny little stop back onto the snare drum, and then after that we're going to add in hi-hats, just quietly playing 16th notes over the top of our existing groove. So the snare drum stop first up. And with 16th hats over the top. From there, we just cycle back through our verse, back through our marching bit again, and into the drop, and that's the entire song. So have fun with that, guys, and feel free to build on it. Feel free to make it bigger, busier, solo over the top of it. Sometimes that's really great fun over the top of electronic music. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments section below. Otherwise, happy practicing, and I'll see you at the next lesson.